And also, so you all can check it out later if you want to. You can go and watch the tech and watch your cues and look at stuff again, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Nice little.
Could you ask Ashley for me real quick? So I'm a little busy.
Yes.
Help me out here.
Is it just a vote?
Actually, your hair
Yes.
looks great. Thank you. It fell down a little bit. I looked like Heat Miser earlier.
Oh my gosh.
That should be fun right there.
Does anybody have contact info for Xander?
I can text him in a little bit.
Thank you.
I do, but I do not have my phone in the space.
Oh, I know why this is wrong.
I'm gonna test the fog machine real quick.
Thank you.
So I text Dakota.
Yes, please.
Okay, so that's
Tell him Biff says now.
okay. Clayla, are we about ready?
No, I gotta set the graveyard.
Okay.
I have Xander's number.
Whoa.
This will be fun.
Where? Oh, this is nice and confusing now. This one's ours.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why I was like, we should probably just like look.
Who is using the same color that we are?
So which sequence are we starting from?
We are starting from, do you not
Alright.
receive me, how dare you?
Alright.
Alright, cool.
So that is right at your exit. So, that's your next two.
Alright, actors, just to give you a little rundown of what we're doing tonight. We're going to, this does not need to be open. We're going to be going from the ending to finish that cue to cue. And then, after that, we're going to start from the top of the show and run it with hopefully little to no stops. Cool. I might call hold for a couple timing things and camera things, if you're not on camera and all that fun stuff. Since Nakota is not here right now,
I'm just making sure I don't jump
Just-
over the pot.
yeah, just so the little exit is going to be right here on this side because this curtain's shorter than this one.
Okay.
So you're going to have to like kind of, Nakota will have it open, but for right now, since he's not there, just go in the back,
Just go to the back.
please. Yeah. All right. I'm ready whenever you're ready, Eden.
I'm ready whenever actors are ready.
Do you not receive me? How dare you! Come, let's tear her in pieces!
Hold. Hold for just a sec. That's going to have to come a lot faster, Lovey.
Yeah.
So-
as soon as I fall, like here, like you can, hit that and immediately start with the guy's leg. Alright, got you.
Because also that's a little bit of his light to get out. So he doesn't trip over a whole thing of water.
Yeah.
So can we go back, please?
From that whole, do you not receive me?
Yes, see. Shit. Your exit, yes.
Do you not receive me? How dare you!
When we run this, please don't forget your block and keep going.
Come, let us tear her in pieces!
beautifully shines the sun. The sun. How beautifully we march past the living. I was afraid, my love. My dear John.
Benjamin? You! Thank you so very much. The corpse that you saw laid out here in state was my brother. I had had him buried 365 times, each with the greatest pomp. But each time, he has returned to me. As you have relieved me of him, my sweet, pretty, darling, you shall become mine, and I yours.
I'm gonna assume that's gonna be fixed, right?
What was wrong?
It's not the right volume.
Yep. I went to the fade already.
Okay,
Fixing that right now.
thank you.
Wait, I don't have his number. I want to Snapchat.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's fine. Does anybody have Dakota's phone number?
Yes.
I texted Evan to let him know that to Slack Dakota for me because he hasn't shown up to text.
Oh, he said he's on the way.
Great.
Oh, he should have been on
Great.
the way.
Thank you. Keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
You're fine.
Not even the hoe and the spade.
Hold, can we start, have y'all fixed that fade?
Huh?
Have y'all fixed that fade?
Yeah.
Can we start from, before the dance, please, so I can also see that transition since I had to move the,
Okay, cool. So, can you say your last line before the waltz?
Okay. As you have relieved me of him, my sweet, pretty, darling, you shall become mine, and I yours. Not even the hoe and the spade shall separate us from one another.
nope, do it again. Go back, so
So
you can come through here.
when should that be opened?
That should be opened, when he says the line, not even the hoe and
So-
spade should separate us.
That's something Dakota does?
Yes.
Cool. Chance that, Dakota.
Let me write that down because I was not aware of that.
Well, we haven't gotten to that part yet, so that's why you weren't aware.
Turn it up just a little bit. About color of flowers. Where did you say we would start from, Carla?
Do the
Do
dance.
the waltz again?
Yes, please.
So, okay.
As you have relieved me of him, my sweet, pretty, darling, you shall become mine, and I yours.
Hey friends, where is this next light cue?
Right now.
Okay.
Do you want me to close the curtain after this?
Nope.
Okay.
Can I get the light cue sooner? Can that be when Ashley is doing like her last exhale or
Okay, so when she's like standing at the arc.
yes.
Okay, so can we go back to
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are there any other like waltzes like that, or is that the only one where?
That's the only one where that's on the walls. But the other dance, the curtains are
Okay.
yeah.
so then,
And
what happens with the-
what I will do is I will spike how far the curtain will need to be open for you as well.
Nikita, when you get the nearest
You'll probably see the arch. Yeah. So you got
okay,
yeah.
Yeah, so
You'll see the
we're
arch better than it will those spikes probably.
okay, yeah, so we're yep.
I was the same height as him, and I know you have a weird thing about height.
Okay. And honestly, from watching it didn't bother me, but I wasn't watching that, so
Oh, okay.
So are we gonna redo that exit?
yes, please. Can you wear it for the run, and then I'll tell you if I don't like it or not?
Yes.
Okay.
The shoes?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So just do the, not even the hoe or the spade.
Not even the hoe and the spade shall separate us from one another.
Can I have that like cute gear? Yes, perfect. So then Ashley, so you're still in the pool of light, you might have to do that look back before you go to the arc, or the arch. So probably like there, yeah. I'll message Xander and see if
I've talked to Xander.
you did? Okay. Alright, so stop there. So then you'll do your bows. You could do like cover more of the stage. More of a wash.
Go back to the cue they're referring to. I don't know. Go
The
back.
one before this one?
Go back.
No, yeah. This one.
To cover more of the stage?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Or if you need to turn the spike on the, yes, if you need to turn that on to get more of the,
You need more upstage areas covered? Is that what you want?
yes. That, right there, you should be able to see her. Ashley, can you stand over there?
But you don't want it that color, correct?
No, the pink, please.
The rooster crow is like, or whatever. And as soon as you get back, you cut the open the curtain just a little bit so that John can get out.
Yeah. Let's see on here.
Is that like, is that right?
Yes. You're still really dark over there.
Over where?
But over there, so I wonder if
Add more.
the spike needs to, is that called, that's not a spike, it's a psych. If the psych needs to be turned on too.
That'll be during that transition.
It's dark on the inside. You want it to be brighter where she's walking into?
Yeah, well, where she is, because, okay, so she turns around and looks at the rose again.
Uh-huh.
So where she is now, she looks really dark. So I don't know if you can, or does she look fine? Oh, she looks fine. Okay.
Yeah. Tilt that screen back so you can see it better.
Still looks dark.
So it's dark there for you? Yeah, but this is what it's showing.
Okay, alright, so that's good.
Okay.
So
Yes?
can you, okay, do that.
Okay.
And then it just goes straight to the blackout? How?
It's a 4-second fade to a blackout.
Okay, that's fine. That works. That's
Okay.
still that pool of light on the rose that I wanted. So that's good. Okay. All right, cool. Can we do that exit one more time with just Ashley? And then we'll start from the top of Les Show.
Just a second.
You're good.
Yeah. I'll fix it later. It's just me being picky. Like you? Sorry, you got it now.
Did you say 12?
Yes. Yes. Biff, can we add like 4 more seconds
To
to
that
that
fade?
fade, please? And that should do it. All right.
So here,
Yep.
that's what I want to fix is that one there.
Yeah, but that's good.
Okay.
That's good. Thank you. All right. Let's set up for the top relay show, please. And yep, go get your jewelries, please. I'm going to show you the. Where did the rose? Where are the roses?
They're in the flower box.
Oh. Can we go? Are you fixing something, Biff?
I am.
Okay, never mind.
No, you're good. Just give me 2 seconds.
Yep. Okay.
You'll appreciate it.
If you set them like right where the boxes are, the acting box, I think it's like. I know it's so dark.
You see what I was doing?
Do we have a koozie thing for me to pour the water?
See what I was doing? This cute, for whatever reason, the light,
When the rain is
the
blowing
back, that light there was going green before it turned off, which made it look like I couldn't see good. So I just changed it so it stayed the same color as it turned off.
What are we missing? Just a pop.
So what cue do you want to be in?
Hot water, yes. Say it again, Biff.
What cue?
The top of the show, so 0.1, I think. Oh, here they are.
when the evening shadows and the stars,
Alright, so here are the roses.
and there is no one there to dry your tears.
Alright, so what we'll do,
I could hold you for a minute
top of the show.
to make you come by.
That's literally all you're doing.
I know you haven't been in your mind,
Take it out. I would do that. Okay. So the other thing I have to do is
but I will never do the wrong. I'm knowing from the moment that we met, no doubt in my
I
mind.
know that Daniel made a ball, but I don't know where.
yeah. And then just tuck it in.
I'm so hungry, I know that
So you just tuck it into here real quick. That's like.
I could pour
And
you
then
down.
Ian will tell you when to take them off. So you just take them out and just.
No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do.
Yeah, I know that Daniel made a hole in this bag, but I can't find the hole.
It's in your bag.
Oh, okay. That's why then.
But that's fine, as long as the majority of them are facing the front. that's- Yeah. Yeah, as long as
Even if I like
the
put it in
majority of them
here.
facing the front. You are good.
this up with your hand?
No, I was gonna break it and pour it in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're not gonna figure it out with your hand.
That's what Daniel did last time. I think if that would work.
There we go. And then, oh! Alright, cool. So that's that. Hand sanitizer, I will find her.
That's great.
And then she goes back there.
Well, is that hand sanitizer actually?
No, it's dry ice.
Oh,
Come true.
how much does it need to? Wow. I feel like vibrating this thing. That's so funny.
Go to the end of the
They had like 5 pieces in there last time.
Ooh, God, it's cold.
But once we run ours,
Do you want me to like stamp
Oh,
this
yeah.
over?
yeah, it'll be done straight. So that's it for the top of the show. It's literally this out, and then what we'll do is we'll have a Yeti cup full of the water for the pot, so you don't have to do the other thing backstage. I just forgot to get it today. But I'm gonna go ahead and fill this with water.
Like tongs. I don't have tongs.
You have the white spec.
Yeah, so what we did, we had this thing, so we put the whites for the water. Yeah. Because there's another group that's using green, I don't know why,
Yeah.
but.
We didn't have a lot of
Yeah. So the whites over is using this in the dark blackout.
Yes. I can't hear a word you're saying.
The tracks don't go on their own, so like you have to press play.
Okay, we'll just go on each one of them, push auto follow.
Okay, thank you.
I thought that's what that big thing did at the top, was make it all go together, but whatever. It's stupid.
Oh, there's a little piece right at the top. Just get that out and put it on the floor and we'll push it.
Wait, say again, you're kind of breaking up.
I don't know what it is, but your eyes are freezing. It's freezing.
Oh.
I can hear you.
I don't know, because like I put it.
You feel it? As you go to squeeze it together, you'll feel it vibrate. You feel it like
It could be the headset
vibrating.
itself, but not the battery.
Alright, hold on.
Whoa. That's so fun.
You can see where it's been sitting. Do y'all seal it? Y'all seal this?
Is it not supposed to be sealed?
Well, the air in there is escaping. Like this is frozen air,
Yeah.
and so when air, it's going to expand as it thaws. So you don't want to seal it too tight.
Okay.
So I put it on, but you want to.
Lightly.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Are you good there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the hot water?
Oh, I don't have it. Cool. Yeah, so this is just like.
You have 32 minutes.
Thank you. Okay, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, there's Benjamin.
Take him.
I know. Send him.
All right, actors, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I have to take my hair keys out.
Take your keys out. Ian, are you ready?
I can doubt myself, and then I'll doubt you.
All right, are you ready? Because I'm ready whenever you are.
That's nothing.
Benjamin, just put him somewhere. so you can, yep, that's fine. As long as he doesn't fall off.
Watch me as I go and separate the ones that I made to love and hate, and slowly counting down my body weight on that. Watch me as I go and separate the ones that I made to love and hate, and slowly counting.
Somewhere, I don't know where, even beyond the Operentian seas, there was once a maid. She had lost her father and mother, but she loved the handsomest lad in the village where she lived. Somewhere, I don't know where, they were as happy together as a pair of turtle doves in the wood. They fixed the day of the wedding at a not very distant date, and invited their most intimate friends.
Just to bring you up to date on the news of Europe, if you're just turning on your radios, Great Britain is now at war with Germany. Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain announced this fact in a broadcast at 6:15 New York time, 6:15 Eastern Daylight Time.
I promise to be back in 3 years, my dove. Wait until then and don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid. Well, I will see you again, my dear John.
My sweet Judith, I promise to bring back my love and to remain faithful to you, even were I tempted by the beauty of 1,000 other girls.
General Eisenhower informs me that the forces of Germany have surrendered to the United Nations. The flags of freedom fly all over Europe.
my dear child.
It can't be bared any longer. 3 years alone brings silence and solitude. I let my mind wander till all my thoughts of you are stained with horror. There has to be something of you out there somewhere, so I ask, why don't you come home? I refuse to believe you are just a memory, and I am tired of asking the roses for advice, for they only answer with the voices in my head. I beg you, Godmother, please, give my mind new voices to hear.
Yes, my dear child.
Please tell me if he's no more, or still here, and bring him home.
Yes, my child, as it will be full moon tomorrow night. Go into the cemetery, my dear girl, and find a human skull. Then place it in a huge earthenware pot, and boil it with some millet for, say, 2 hours. You may be sure it will let you know whether your lover is alive yet or dead, and perchance it will entice him here.
Judith? Judith? Will you come to the country where I dwell?
To the very end of the world, my dear John. But is this country where you dwell far from here?
Yes, my love. It is very far. But in spite of the distance, it will not take us long to get there. How beautifully shines the moon, How beautifully marched past the dead. Are you afraid, my love, my little Judith?
I am not afraid while I see you, my dear John.
How beautifully shines the moon, the moon. How beautifully marched past the dead. Are you afraid, my love, my little Judith?
I am not afraid while I see you, my dear John.
Go in, my darling.
You'd had better go first, my love. You know the way.
Judith! Judith! Dead man! Find the woman for a fellow dead man!
What do you seek, fellow dead man?
My bride, is she here?
Yes, there she is, hiding in the shadows of the stones.
Judith. Do you not receive me? How dare you! Come, and let us tear her in pieces! No! No! No!
How beautifully shines the sun. Sun. How beautifully we march past the living. I was afraid, my love. My dear John.
Benjamin? You! Thank you so very much. The corpse that you saw laid out here in state was my brother. I had him buried 365 times, each with the greatest pomp. But each time, he has returned to me. As you have relieved me of him, my sweet, pretty, darling, shall become mine, and I yours.
right, Colt. Can y'all actually like run out together like you did your love buds? So then we're not waiting for the other person to
First, let
get
me
to their spot.
See if I can fix this thing.
No, we're not gonna do that because you look like a damn leprechaun.
I know.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. You're definitely not a gangsta pimp either.
I kind of felt like a pimp with that.
Yeah,
line,
no,
so,
we're not doing
yeah,
that. That was disgusting.
No.
All right, so yes, come out together, and then Jacob point to Ashley. Ashley point to Jacob. Point to the booth. Stream operator, and get your shiz and get off the stage. I'd like to get out of here by 6:50 so they can set up for the next show. Couple of notes. Biff, did you know the mic is in the stream? Like it's in the camera view?
Yeah, we'll move it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ashley, please don't run into the wall.
I know. I can't.
You're
do
good.
anything else.
The music was late for the dance. Edith,
Yes?
the music was late for the dance.
It was late?
Yes. The music should be playing before they get to this moment. So when they come through, running through like the arch, like halfway, remember? That's when that music starts.
It was because the sound on my mic was muffled, so they couldn't hear my cue.
Gotcha.
So I had to take off on my mask.
Gotcha. Cool. Glad we got that figured out. All right. Cut that moment. Sit for another beat after Judith leaves John. Oh, Eden, can you call that cue for after Judith leaves, after John has left? Just give it like one more beat so that we can sit with it for a little bit because it went really fast.
Okay.
Okay? Judith's moments were also really rushed, but if Xander was here, we could.
What would you like to do?
Can we make those fades a little bit slower?
Sure.
Can I know?
Cues.
Huh?
What cues?
Which ones are
Let
those?
me flip to the page. Is it the time lapse that you're talking
Yes.
about? So
Those are really fast.
it's cues 5, 6, and 7.
Can you tell me what they are now?
So 2, 2, and 2.
2, 2, and 2. Can
2,
we
2,
do?
and 5. Actually, 2, 2, and 5.
Can we do like 5 for them to fade in? Because this just like is wicked fast. I'll keep going with notes while you're doing that. Hello sound cues. Why did I write that? There was some that was not in the right place, but I don't remember where it was right now. Grab all there. What? Grab all 3. Oh, Dakota, sweetie, when you're bringing out the headstones, I would grab all 3. That'll make that transition faster.
Don't know if I can.
You certainly can. I promise you.
Right.
We've done it.
Okay.
Put the smaller ones, like one put like kind of in your armpit. There we go. There we go. There we go.
No.
Yep. The pot be bubbling for real.
I
Yeah.
know, it looks so cool.
Jacob, walk through the headstones and not around them here, because you just look like you're trying to creep. So just walk through it.
Okay.
Yep. There needs to be a fade. Oh, there needs to be a fade out, not fully out, but over here when he's saying the second, the moon, it's like, woo, really loud. That music, oh, okay, she's talking about that. Wait for the fades before you talk, because you are just going to be watched the heck out. Like, no one's going to hear anything you say.
Yeah.
You see those lighting looks, the changes?
Yes.
So this is the Q4, I guess, which is the beginning there.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So that one you said was 5?
The color change is not 5. The color change is 2. You want the
Color
change to be
change 5,
also?
yes, please. Did it beep, 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 beep? Oh, Judith, when you're behind the stone here, can you come to your left a little bit? Because you were like hidden.
Mhm.
But yeah, okay, glad you saw
I
that. Jacob, what happened to your blocking here?
What happened to what?
What happened to the blocking here?
What blocking?
The blocking where you're thinking about what you're about to say to her.
I thought we said we weren't doing the pacing thing.
The pacing in the beginning, that part. But that pacing needs to stay.
Oh, I was confused.
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay.
Huh?
That quick change is real loud, and she's in a really quiet moment. So just be a little quieter. I'm gonna say right now, y'all gonna have to project.
Yeah.
Project. Hand sanitizer. That's my bad. Sorry, did not have that ready.
Yeah.
We'll have that. Yeah, you look like a leprechaun. We is not doing them chains. That curtain opening was spot on. Loved it. Beautiful. I felt like a Disney movie.
Thank you.
Yes, please wait for the fades before you say any lines, because I will not be able to hear you. And the ending light is perfect. Alright, so besides those little glitches with some sounds and waiting for some fades, I think that was pretty great. Review your blockings. I will not see you tomorrow.
And lines.
God, Ashley, I was wanted to go down there and throttle you.
I know.
And other than that, we're going to have a great final dress on Thursday. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Peace out. Let's clean up our stuff. So, Bon Pandoro, come in. And yeah, those, wait, were you wearing the ballet slippers?
No, but I haven't had them running around.
You did.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I felt like I couldn't run and stop myself in time here, and I felt like I was gonna trip, and
I
it's
got
like
you.
when you're doing the dance at eye level.
Really? Okay.
It is.
I know we used to put your name.
No. I want you to feel comfortable, and I saw how you literally almost wrecked it.
I went.
And I was like, please don't do that.
Thank you guys so much.
The water will be dumped out. I think there's, well, you put the seeds in there, the
Pepper.
oh, I don't want to put that in the thing.
Oh, no, I put the pepper outside last time. It had pepper in it.
Yeah, so
I
then
thought
you put the pepper in today.
Pepper outside, yeah.
Okay, then it needs to be thrown out outside. We don't
Can
want
you
to
throw
stuff.
dry ice down the sink if I can be?
Yeah, it was just,
Carbon
I guess I
dioxide.
need to call somebody.
It doesn't make water, no. It's not water, it's just air.
So, yeah,
It's just frozen air.
Jacob, watch your feet real quick.
Try to make sure you guys have to walk forward up there.
Yeah, it was probably about
All right.
Load and Dora should be next, right?
Oh, okay. Let's take our.
I can look at the door and see. I have a picture.
You're out of there. I think
the pre-show is the stuff
Yes.
that's added.
and that should be.
Or stuff that they've added, so all of those.
That should be good.
Be their pre-show. Yeah, so all the pre-show stuff is.
For some reason, it's better than all of us.
Biff, can you get the door for me, please?
I can.
Okay, that way I don't.
Thank you. Thank you. The light thing fixed itself. I don't know what happened with the first time, but it fixed itself. So I was like, okay, cool.
Shoes good for, yes, the shoes are fine. Okay, because the rest of it's not. Yeah.
Ben,
Yes?
what did you think?
That was good. Yeah. You feel good about it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It's just now it's all the technical stuff that I'm like, I'm ETF.
Eden, how you doing?
Doing good. I was clarifying some things.
Good.
But yeah, we're good.
Good.
We got all of those issues fixed.
Don't forget, you can look at Chloe Verhaelen's
Cold in
Holland's
here.
live stream tonight after we're all done, because it'll just be there for you to watch.
Okay, cool.
So.
I will remember that.
Alright.
Also, you should make a pre-show checklist.
Okay.
So kind of take time and kind of think through all the stuff that needs to be ready and in place for your show.
Okay.
so that when you're here, you're just like, oh, what am I forgetting?
Okay.
You don't have to ask that question because it's on a checklist.
Okay, awesome. I'll do that tonight.
I've written my name on it. And that's it. I consider that responsible.
I can't throw my book from here. If you wouldn't mind, like, as soon as I get down there, just toss it down to me. Including this headset. I'll just toss it down.
That's a nice dead body you got there. Good.
Let's see number 2.
Dead body. Dead body.
You said that to the tune of Ramen Island.
Yep.
Yum.
Yep.
I'm still wearing
Hey, Naomi got the grip.
Oh.
I've been looking for one just like this. No, you specifically cannot, AJ. You know why. You nasty motherfucker.
A headset.
Okay,
I went ahead and just left the headset up there.
I'm the one who carries on Taylor chair. I'm putting the skeleton
Not
on
that
the chair. That's what we need.
Bro, I just put him down.
No, you're fine with that.
Her.
I'm guessing we're going after Adrian's made out with it.
Sorry.
Multiple times.
She said sorry. Sorry for necrophilia.
You got it? You good? You got it? Thanks. Yeah, I just needed to put it over. We're gonna need this, the brown.
Yeah.
This.
They gotta reach. That is a woman you thought of.
Wow.
Or real. Wow.
Everybody here is my mans. Everybody here is my mans.
We're all your man.
I'm
Stepping on a awesome spot.
I'm pushing you back. Well, not back.
This curtain's gonna be closed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
I'm putting the skeleton right here, and we'll hand it to you. I'll just meet you right here. I'll come in. Okay. Chillax. I got you. Oh wait, my flash.
It's right here.
Oh, there you go. Oh. You okay?
I'm cold and my shin hurts. I know how you feel. That was me last semester for the show. I was wearing a dress similar to that. And I was like,
I'm looking at your layers. Into my little tank top.
I'm keeping a sweater backstage if that's okay. Oh yeah, that's fine. It's all for on stage. Exactly. Hey, yeah, face up there.
Literally. It looks professional too. They get like a nice little room when they're
So let's tell everybody, this is being streamed live, right, to Chloe Verhaalen's YouTube channel, just so that Sarah can watch it later.
but it also means it's there for you to watch later too. So if you want to go check out how your tech went or whatever, you can go and just watch it live on there. Okay? But it also means be aware of what you're saying too.
Yes.
Not that people really watch it, that thing, that her YouTube live stream and all, but it is still out there in the world.
It's not here.
No.
Oh, that one.
I thought I put it on the actual floor.
Stop talking. No, that's all. That's our first.
We good to go, Faye? Mm-hmm. Whenever you're ready.
Hey, what hue are we starting in? The lights?
25, and that's the blackout from the previous shot. So standby light 225, light 225 go.
Peculiar thing. It is full of the joys of childhood and sweets of fruit, but it also holds pain and bitterness. A darkness that you will never know until you are face to face with it. I experienced this through my neighbor. His name was Ogawa. A lonely man of nobility who I never truly got to know. I heard from the neighbors that he lost his wife, and no one seems to know how or why. Ogawa had a habit of walking late at night. It was on a particularly foggy night that begins this tale. Who
name?
Let's see you.
Let's see you. What a lovely name.
You do know there are dangerous things in the woods at night.
Well, you see, I am quite brave and strong. Are you looking for anyone?
Do you live close by?
I do. It's not too far from here. It's a small town. Why don't you come with me? I live alone. And I have food and water. I'll protect you.
Oglewalk meets a woman of utmost beauty. A lady by the name of Otsu. Taken with her, he convinces Otsu to go home with him. On their walk, they become quite close. And, as things of this nature often go, they soon became lovers. Otsu returned night after night. He formed a cycle of love, and Otsu seemed brighter. However, Okawara began to look frail and weak. I spoke to others in the village, and no one seems to know who she is. As a matter of fact, no one had seen her with Okawara and me. Concerned for his health, I went to check on him. And the sight I encountered, a most horrendous sight. There in the house lay Okawara, and in his arms lay not a fair lady, but rather a corpse. I had never seen such a sight. I quickly took flight to my house and looked to my schooling. I swore that I would find a way to help Okawara ward off this spirit. Hello, sir. Okawara, I believe.
Who are you?
I am Naomi, your neighbor. I moved here not too long ago.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Naomi.
Sir, forgive me for being quite plain, but I noticed you becoming quite sick over the past few days.
It's nothing to worry about. I assure you, I'm fine.
I'm a healer. Or at least I'm studying to be one. It's the reason I moved here. And none of this is quite important. What I'm trying to say is, well, I noticed you becoming ill ever since you started seeing that lady.
That lady? Oh, yes. Well, you see, Naomi, that lady's name is Otsu. And she's beautiful and wonderful to me.
Yes, well, she's not quite right.
Quite right? Are you insulting her? What is the meaning of this?
Well, you see, I was concerned for you. So I went to visit you last night and... Now don't be alarmed. But... Well, I peeked through your window and sir, she's not what she says she is.
You peeked through my window? You sound insane!
She's dead. A corpse. A spirit no longer a part of this realm.
That can't be true. Naomi, I've touched her skin. I've felt her embrace.
Surely you've seen the signs. You are withering away. With each night you spend with her, you creep closer towards death.
You're lying! You're a liar!
What reason do I have to lie? I am new here. I do not know you. I moved here to become a healer. My only purpose is to help. Please, let me help you. I created this charm. It'll keep her away. Please.
Are you sure it'll work?
Yes, I assure you. You must understand that you cannot find love outside of the world of the living. Not like this.
I understand. Thank you. Thank you.
I know that it hurts now, but soon it will all be over. Good day, sir.
Good day.
Knowledge from my studies to create a charm to help Ogulor ward off the spirit. And it worked! My first protection charm. As the charm kept Otsu at bay. Night after night she returned, and night after night she failed. Ogulor was free. However, each night I heard her wails of grief as she called out to her lover without any response. As I passed in my success in my studies, I failed to notice how my actions affected Ogawara. You see, when I first moved here, Ogawara had his flask glued to his hip, and the slightest upturn of the lips never graced his face. Neighbors knew of him. However, he was a shadow of a man he used to be. When he met Otsu, he changed. He smiled more freely in the market, tended to his garden, and his flask was nowhere to be seen. I expected his happiness to fade somewhat once he realized the truth. However, I never expected how drastic it would be. Ogawara soon became a hermit, leaving only for the essentials and alcohol to fill his days of misery.
Otsu, what have I done?
Grief cast a dark fog over Ogawara. He had spent so many years alone and refused to lose another love. After his drunken removal of the charm, he was able to act on his pain. Ogawara quickly took to the forest to find Otsu and win back her love.
Otsu, can you hear me? Otsu, please. Please come back. Otsu. 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 I'm alone. Otsu. I feel cold. Otsu. It's you.
Love is quite a peculiar thing. It is an uncontrollable force that one can never understand until they experience it for themselves. Life between spirit and man could never be. And while I may never understand it, Ogawar and Otsu had fallen in love.
Let's see you. Look. The moon. It's beautiful. Just like you. Let's see you. I feel frail. You think we can go home now?
We can go home. I noticed as Ogawar took to the forest, and I could not refrain from following him. I watched as together they formed the bonds of love, one last time in the living realm. Their souls had joined together at last.
Okay. Adrian, in that first scene, I need you to pick that up a little bit quicker.
Okay.
When the walking scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if you were like waiting for me.
I think someone was waiting for someone.
Cause
Oh, yeah. I think
Stick
it was-
stick the lantern out before you come out.
Okay.
That'll cue him. Because
'Cause
I
what
think
I
that's what he was
usually-
waiting for, right?
Yeah.
Because well, what I usually do is I like peek through the curtain for him to get up, and then I come out.
Mhm.
But if you want, I can stick a lantern out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't really see you through the
Yeah,
curtain.
that'll be a little bit more clear for you to do that entrance. Matt, I have a question.
Yes.
The light Q 26.
Uh-huh.
Could I get it to a deeper blue Q?
Will you go to Q26, please? You just want a deeper blue?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I first landed. Huh? No.
Oh.
Because I threw it. I threw it. So that's why I made that round bad. Because I was like, oh yeah, I could
Yes.
Yeah?
I was thinking,
Yes.
I was trying to aim for that chair so that it didn't really
that
comes
one.
up.
This one?
Yes.
Yep.
I
I like
couldn't
that
see
one.
it that time.
Cool. Great.
Okay.
Just checking, sorry.
Oh no. Sound cue 2. Can I get that at a lower volume?
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it felt like we were like yelling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially that first scene with Killian. I was like,
Is that good, Kellyanne? Do you think? Or lower?
Never mind.
okay. At the beginning?
Yeah, when we talk.
Okay. I don't mean to be rude, but what's a lady like you doing out here?
I can ask you the same. Who are you? Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And that music fades out as they exit. I don't think I told you that earlier, but that Yeah, that sound cue fades out as these two exit off stage.
Do you have a fade cue?
I
Megan?
have a fade and stop cue in here, but I don't think it was called.
Okay.
This wasn't in my script, but I can add it.
Cool. That's probably why you didn't call it, though.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Could you play sound cue 3 for me?
Sound cue 3?
Yes. Could I get just a smidge louder?
Smidge. Scientific measurement.
That works for me. Faith, can we call the cue that reveals the corpse right when she says corpse? Yes. Adrian, don't throw the charm.
Yes, sorry.
You're fine. Just don't do it again. And then, gosh, I wish I could write down which cue it was, but you know the forest lighting fate that comes after Adrian's movement?
At the end?
Yes, towards the end, yeah. Could we call that when Taylor says took to the forest?
Yes. So Q33 is now after she says took to the phone.
And then one more sound adjustment.
Okay.
The ending music, not the bow music, but the ending, could I get it a tinge lower? Sorry for all my words.
You're good.
Is that more or less than a smidge?
Yes, less than a smidge.
I thought she was going to say yes, but I was going to. Yep.
Perfect. Yes. Right? How'd that feel?
That was great.
Real good. Cool. Let's do it again. Woo. Whenever you're ready, Faith.
So go ahead.
already fixed all the cues, so it's fine, Sam. It's all good.
I was like, wait, what's wrong with cues?
Okay, is everybody ready? Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and begin. Stand by 11:25.
Life is quite a peculiar thing. It is full of the joys of childhood and sweets of fruit. But it also holds pain and bitterness. A darkness that you will never know until you are face to face with it. I experienced this through my neighbor. His name was Ogawara, a lonely man of nobility who I never truly got to know. I heard from the neighbors that he lost his wife, and no one seems to know how or why. Ogawara had a habit of walking late at night. It was on a particularly foggy night that begins this tale.
I don't mean to be rude, but what's a lady like you doing out here?
I could ask you the same. Who are you?
I'm Ogawara. Pleasure to meet you. And your name?
I'm Otsuyu.
Otsuyu. What a lovely name.
You do know there are dangerous things in the woods at night?
Well, you see, I am quite brave and strong. Are you looking for someone?
Do you live close by?
I do. It's not far from here. Why don't you come with me? I live alone, and I have food and water. I'll protect you.
Ogawara meets a woman of utmost beauty, a lady by the name of Otsuyu. Taken with her, he convinces Otsuyu to go home with him. On their walk, they become quite close, and as things of this nature often go, they soon became lovers. Otsu returned night after night. They formed a cycle of love, and Otsu seemed brighter. However, Ogawara began to look frail and weak. I spoke to others in the village, and no one seems to know who she is. As a matter of fact, no one had seen her but Ogawara and me. Concerned for his health, I went to check on him. And the sight I encountered, a most horrendous sight. There in the house lay Ogawara, and in his arms lay not a fair lady, but rather a corpse. I had never seen such a sight. I quickly took flight to my house and looked to my schooling. I swore to find a way to help Ogawara ward off this spirit who had fallen in love with his soul. Hello, sir. Ogawara, I believe.
Who are you?
I'm Naomi, your neighbor. I moved here not too long ago.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Naomi.
Sir, forgive me for being quite plain, but I noticed that you've become quite sick over the past few days.
It's nothing to worry about. I assure you, I'm fine.
I'm a healer. Or at least I'm studying to be one. It's the reason I moved here. And none of this is quite important. What I'm trying to say is, well, I noticed you becoming ill ever since you started seeing that lady.
That lady? Oh, yes, well, you see, Naomi, that lady, well, her name is Otsuyu, and she's beautiful and wonderful to me.
Yes, well, she's not quite right.
Quite right? Are you insulting her? What is the meaning of this?
Well, you see, I was concerned for you. So I went to check on you last night and... Now, don't be alarmed. But... Well, I peeked through your window and saw she's not what she says she is.
You peeked through my window? You're insane!
She's dead. A corpse. A spirit to no longer part of this realm.
That can't be true. Naomi, I've touched her skin. I've felt her embrace.
Surely you've seen the signs. You are withering away. With each night you spend with her, you creep closer towards death.
You're lying!
You're a liar!
What reason do I have to lie? I am new here. I do not know you. I moved here to become a healer. My only purpose is to help. Please, let me help you. I created this charm. It'll keep her away. Please.
Are you sure it'll work?
Yes. I assure you. You must understand that you cannot find love outside of the world of the living. Not like this.
I understand. Thank you. Thank you.
I know that it is hard now, but soon it will all be over. Good day, sir.
Good day.
I used my knowledge from my studies to create a charm to help Uncle War ward off the spirit. And it worked. My first protection charm. I watched as the charm kept Oopsie at bay. Night after night she returned, and night after night she failed. Uncle War was free. However, each night I heard her wails of grief as she called out to her lover without any response. As I basked in my success in my studies, I failed to notice how my actions affected Ogawara. You see, when I first moved here, Ogawara had his flask glued to his hip, and the slightest upturn of the lips never graced his face. Neighbors knew of him. However, he was a shadow of a man he used to be. When he met Oopsie, fade somewhat once he realized the truth. However, I never expected how drastic it would be. Aguilar soon became a hermit, leaving only for the essentials and alcohol to fill his days of misery.
What's in you? What have I done?
Grief cast a dark fog over the war. He had spent so many years alone and refused to lose another love. After his drunken removal of the charm, he was able to act on his pain. He quickly took to the forest to find Otsu and win back her love.
Let's see you. Can you hear me? Let's see you, please. Please. Let's see you. Let's see you. See you. I'm alone. Let's see. I feel cold. What's you? It's you.
Love is quite a peculiar thing. It is an uncontrollable force that one can never understand until they experience it for themselves. Life between spirit and man could never be. And while I may never understand it, Aguilar and Otsu had fallen in love.
See you. Look. The moon. It's beautiful. Just like you. Let's see you. I feel frail. You think we can go home now?
We can go home. I noticed as Aguilar took to the forest, and I could not refrain from following him. I watched as together they formed the bonds of love, one last time in the living realm. Their souls had joined together at last.
so when after their ballad music and they exit, we can start the intermission music.
Okay.
Okay? And Faith, you may call that. If you remember, that's great. If not, just take it anyway, Megan, okay?
Okay, I'll just write it in.
Thank you.
All right.
Anything you need? Faith, anything you need to run again? You want to look at? You worried about?
I think everything, it makes sense. I have it written down.
I have a cute thing to tell you, but we don't need to run it or anything because it's easy.
Okay.
Cool. Great.
All right. Awesome.
Crew, do you have any questions about what you got to do?
Nope.
Great. All right. Let's set up for the next show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great plugs. Have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
What are you getting out of your mini cooler?
Well, I put a flower on top of this dry ice just to see what it would do.
Oh.
It's still like,
Oh, it stays?
Well, it's not like when they pepper or something.
no, it's not. It doesn't like shatter yet. No, but it was still kind of crunchy when I first picked it up in there.
That's crazy.
But like it doesn't wilt though. You know what I mean? Like it just stayed the pure yellow kind of thing. It was just.
Yeah.
It will wilt now though. It's starting to all shrivel up.
Yeah.
Hurry.
Oh my gosh,
It's like
yeah, it is.
speeding up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
like, we're dying.
Like dying in a hurry now. It's just a bag of dry ice that they use in the first show.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the names of these shows.
Yeah.
Play Love Evening Show.
Forward and everything. And then also, and I can tell you again later. I made a small leotard. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, you can look at things.
Okay.
Yeah, for this one, I think the only thing that Chesmeen changed is I made one of the cues bluer than it was.
Thank you.
And for Kaleila's, we spread out, we added some light to one scene because they wanted more light upstage. But I think that was about it. And I changed some times on stuff that they asked for.
Okay, yeah, I was just looking on the screen and it was like the forest lighting looks fine in person and on the screen it's just
Oh, yeah, no, you want to look at it, on the screen.
Yeah.
You can rotate that TV around so you can see it from the computer.
Yeah. Just sorry, I'm just gonna look at it. Yeah. No, I just didn't want, I didn't know how close you wanted to be. Okay. Yeah, but no.
So like once they start once Ochi does her thing where she starts like going down like that, all that, because I think that'll help speed that scene up, and then the music will be.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be done before the clock comes around.
Thank you so much.
You probably just looking at it so hard and I'm like, it's really close.
Is the fog machine remote down here or up there?
Where's our girl?
Yes, I am. Infamous.
Very cool.
Really?
It should be. Everyone's like, oh,
Can you also put it on the sheet card?
Yes, yes.
Can you also put it on the sheet?
Caitlin's sad.
Lost your head.
I know. She does that
Yeah.
sometimes.
Well, it's nice to
It's a little quirk of hers.
Yeah,
So just so everybody knows, this is streaming to Chloe Verhaalen's YouTube live stream right now, so that Sarah can watch it later. But that also means that it's there if you want to watch it later too, to check and see how your cues went, to work on timing of stuff if you want to, right? So it's just, it'll be out there.
Oh my god, no, I know the music, it is crazy.
Even the last one you're out.
Why
are you so sad?
Yeah, no, it's sad, no, that last one, she also just like, she narrates really dramatically, so it's like,
She does, it's her?
yeah, right, so it's like, it definitely gets you in the feel.
Xander, don't you know how to use the fog machine remote?
Yeah, so far I've only like the 3 and the 4 button like work. So you just like press it towards it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just press 3 or 4, and then when I want it to stop, press it again.
No, you don't, you don't need like if you want a lot of like fog, yeah, hold it down, but you don't need to press it again to stop. It just stops on its own.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah, of course.
I've never done lights before. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is nice.
Firefighting is like the dark green, right?
I thought it
Yes.
was a lot more stressful.
Which I'm now realizing was not
Yeah,
a good choice.
no, I get it. Like,
However, like I said before, though, we get intermission to set up, so it's just going to be deconstructing.
Cool.
That needs work.
Yeah, it was kind of intimidating. And they're like, oh, you just press the button.
So she was
It'd be like that.
right here. Would the flowers be more helpful behind the basket versus?
Um,
So sorry.
I was gonna ask what all you needed to like grab.
So we have intermission to set up, I'm guessing, correct? Since
Yes.
we're third. So setup won't be a problem. Getting, let's see. The block stays, correct? Block stays, that's the same as the last time. So all I will need to move will be the tree stump and then the tree, which is back here, just move to the side. That is all I will do. Is there a, say who?
That's all you need me to grab?
Yes, for leaving. I've got Kobe and Scooter on picnic blanket area, and then the candles. If you finish early and you see them struggling, if you could help them grab stuff. Is that like a prop table, or what should we do with that?
Hey,
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, good. Worked on McAllister to SF.
Oh, nice, nice. Did you just start it? Thank you.
I've been working on it on my lunch break at school every day, so I haven't really worked on it, but
Yeah,
I've started.
but you know, at least you started it, you know?
Yeah.
And you're getting there. That's not a call to anyone but me.
No. I started last night.
Yes.
When do you want the first smoke cue again?
Do it as soon as pre-show, like, set up, or I guess we won't need that pre-show music anymore.
There's clearly gave me a whole thing of pre-show
Yes.
and intermission music.
Yes.
Like that's a whole 20 songs or whatever.
Okay, you know Sound QA for like, I had made that like the setup.
Yeah, Sound QA is pre-show music and transition.
But it fits your show, right?
Yes.
It's specific for your show?
Yes, but I'm now realizing I put in Sound QA to be for us to like bring stuff on stage, but now I'm realizing we won't do that on camera.
Still be just vibe music.
Yeah, do that. So start the fog machine like when the music first comes up.
Okay, so while we're
During Sound QA, have it going, and then when you fade into B for the dance, then you can stop pressing it, I guess. Like, if that makes sense. And then for the end, it's during the blackout before when Scooter's leaving the stage.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. That works. Oh shoot, am I gonna be blocking it if I sit here?
It's not. Let me just do this one.
I mean, my earrings just came up. I'm gonna use it.
Because that's a great music as well.
It does. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Is there anything you guys want to touch on before we start?
Sorry. Fix this one over here. Is that a screenshot where you can see that whole door?
Oh, yeah. Definitely in here.
Yeah, you might want to also close that up
Look,
right there.
Scooter, could you close that one as well? Are the curtains at where the scrim starts as well, behind there, if that makes sense? I mean, it's just, scrim is the, that's what I meant.
Oh, you mean.
If it's like that, yeah.
Hobie Scooter, is there anything you guys need answered or to quickly run over before we start the run?
I hit here. That's in camera, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, what is that? Is that the mic? Will that be in camera?
That is.
No.
I'm gonna spike.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Needs to be a little more time. I guess that's each run. Yeah, good. Good.
Here?
Yeah, too far.
Yeah. So don't pass that. But definitely go to.
Cool.
But don't. Don't go.
Is that in camera, that mic now? It's not, correct?
No. All right. Kick ass and let's all right. Places? Question mark?
So let's go ahead and play whatever we will be playing during setup or intermission. Just make sure we got that transition worked out.
I think he needs the intermission music, right? Right, Biff?
Yeah, there is intermission music, yes. But during intermission, the lights will be up like they were, so this light cue wouldn't happen until you want to get into your show. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you.
When the rain is blowing in your face and夕闇迫る雲の上いつも一羽で飛んでいる鷹はきっと悲しかろう音も途絶えた風の中空を掴んだその翼休めることはできなくて心を何に例えよう鷹のような
In a certain Japanese village there stood a great willow tree. For many generations the people loved it. In the summer it was a resting place, a place where the villagers might meet after the work and heat of the day were over, and there talk until the moonlight streamed through the branches. In winter it was like a great half-opened umbrella covered with sparkling snow. Tetsudo, a young farmer, lived quite near this tree, and he, more than any of his companions, had entered into a deep communion with the imposing world. It was almost the first object he saw upon waking, and upon his return from work in the fields, he looked out eagerly for its familiar form. Some days, he would light candles beneath its branches and kneel down and pray.
An old man of the village came to Hetero and explained to him that the villagers were eager to build a bridge across the river, and that they particularly wanted the great willow tree for timber.
For timber? My dear willow, for a bridge. One to bear the incessant patter of feet. It can't be. I love the willow. I will give you money. Anything it takes to save this tree.
In the end, it was decided that Hetero would give the old man some of his own trees for timber in order to spare the ancient willow. The old man readily accepted this offer, and the willow tree continued to stand in the village as it had stood for so many years. After this, Hetero was more grateful than ever for the willow tree. He began to visit it every morning and every night. Many days, he stood beneath its branches and said prayers of thanks for all the gifts of this world, for his family, for the birds and the beasts, and most especially for this tree, which gave him such joy. Some days, he whispered his troubles to the willow tree. When he had finished, he felt healed. He was so certain that the willow understood. His devotion grew deeper as he grew older. One night, before bed, Hetero sent out a prayer.
Powers that be, I pray that one day I may find a wife of my own. A wife who is beautiful, kind, and forgiving. A wife who listens and is always there for me. A wife just like my dear willow tree. Please, if she exists, send her to me.
Sorry. Let's,
Can you stay in the blackout until she exits the stage?
yes. Wait for Scooter to get behind the sheet to click that next slide. Okay, I was like, oh God, what did I do? No, it was not you. Yeah. Let's go from, lights going down, Hetero going to sleep. That's okay.
As Hetero approached the tree one evening, he saw a beautiful woman standing in the place where he usually said his prayers. He walked up to her and bowed.
Dear lady, are you waiting for someone?
He will not come.
What kind of man is this who does not come to such a fair woman? It is a terrible thing when love is not returned.
Oh, but he does love me.
If he has not come to you? Why is that?
His heart has always been here. under the willow tree.
And just like that, she disappeared. The next night she came back, and once again they talked. They spoke of the loveliness of this spot, of the peaceful night, the watchful stars. Night after night they spoke under the old willow tree. The woman's shyness had almost entirely disappeared. She could never hear too much of Hetero's praise of the willow under which they sat.
One night, he said to her,
"Little one, will you be my wife? You who seem to come from the very tree itself."
Yes, yes, I would be honored to be the wife of the kind Hetero. But please, let me go.
Ego, as in willow tree.
Ask no questions of me in his past. Just love me unconditionally as you always have. Someday you will understand.
And so the young couple were married, and in due time they were blessed with a child, whom they called Chiodo. They were always smiling and laughing. So pleased were they by the gift of their love for each other.
Their lives were simple.
But they were the happiest people in all Japan.
As the happy couple went about their respective duties, great news came to the village. The Emperor Toba wished to build a temple to Kwannon, the goddess of mercy, in Kyoto, and those in authority were sent far and wide for timber.
He needs timber from every village, he said. He asks for our most sacred trees.
Hetsudo's heart contracted when he heard those words.
We must not cut down the willow tree. It is sacred to our village.
No matter how long and hard he argued, the elders of the village disagreed.
We have no tree as large and beautiful as the willow. It will be our most sacred gift for the most sacred of all temples. It's done, Hetero.
All Hetsudo's argument and persuasion and promise of other trees were ineffectual, for neither he nor anyone else could offer as large and handsome a tree as the great willow. Hetsudo went home and told his wife.
Oh, wife, they are about to cut down our dear willow tree. Before I met you, I could not have borne parting ways from the willow. Having you, little one, perhaps I shall get over it someday. Wife, since the tree means so much to our family, I think we should go. Bid it one final farewell together.
After hearing of this devastating news, both Hetero and Higo decided to make one final journey to the Great Willow to offer a final prayer to the sacred tree.
Dear Willow, I come to you often and ask for a lot. I ask for peace and health for the community, for my wife, for my child, for everything. I come today not to ask for anything more, but to thank you. Thank you for all you've given me. You've given me a beautiful wife in Archioto. You've given me my mother and my father back. You've given me a chance to sit beside them each and every day. For that, I am eternally grateful. Today, Willow, I pray for you. I pray that the powers that be watch over you. I pray that you stand tall and strong forever. That anyone who tries to hurt you or cut you down be shown your beauty and find grace. I don't have much in the ways of power, but I swear that for as long as I live, I will watch over you, as you have always done for me. Thank you.
How do I start this? Are we different entities anymore? I don't think so. You were born out of my love. You have given me a place to live and to love for generations. How do you say goodbye to something like that? What happens to me when you are gone? What happens to you when I am gone? Do I cease to exist? Or do I go someplace else? It's selfish, but I don't want to let go of you yet. I don't want to let go of them yet. I don't want to let go of what I have here. But I suppose that at the same time, it's okay, isn't it? I achieved my goal. I fell in love, was able to give myself wholly to someone who loved me too. I guess it is time for me to go now, right? I knew it was going to be bittersweet. I just wasn't ready for it to happen so soon. Endings are new beginnings, though. I will see them again. In another time, maybe, or another place, but I will see them again. I'd like to think that it was fate that brought us together, and that she has connected us forever from now on. See you again soon. I'll be waiting.
Hataro was aroused by a piercing cry and the sound of axes chopping at wood.
It's an old ghost story! The room is full of whispers. Are you there? They are penning to the willow tree. Look how its shadow trembles in the moonlight. I am the soul of the willow tree. The villagers are killing me. Oh, how they cut and tear me to pieces. Dead and on the street. Put your hands here and here. Surely the blows cannot fall now.
What do you mean, my love? My willow wife? My willow wife?
Husband, I am going now. Such a love as ours cannot be cut down, however fierce the blows. I shall wait for you in Kyoto. My hair is falling through the skies. My body is breaking.
There was a loud crash outside. The great willow tree lay green and disheveled upon the ground.
Where are you, my love? Where are you, Higo? Where are you, Higo?
Hey, scrap that pointing at the camera, Sarah, so that it looks like we're congratulating the audience. Okay,
That was sad and impressive.
yeah. We have time to run it one more time, and I would like to do that. And then the second time we'll run taking it off. I just realized we didn't do that. There was a few things I wanted to say. Harper, we're going to scrap the fog at in the very first moment because it makes it hard to see behind the screen.
Okay.
So forget that. Also, I would like to run that transition one more time in the very beginning before we do a full run. Just in general, louder on the voiceovers, quieter on the music.
Do you want to set those levels then?
Yeah, if we can. Well, here's the thing. So the backtrack that goes throughout the whole show has like different levels to it because I just kind of put them all like on one track, and
right.
The songs have different volumes. But certain songs are like way too loud, and then other ones are like good. So I don't know quite how to do that. What we could do about that.
You can go through and set a sound level within the track, so
Okay.
you can go up and down inside of a track that's playing. But we'd have to play the whole thing.
To
Or-
hear it, yeah.
Yeah, I may be able to tell visually.
It's that one song in particular that really bugs me. You know which one I'm talking about? It's like
Yeah,
the
I heard
third or
this, like-
second song or something like that that's just way too damn loud.
Was everything else good on the sound for that?
Yes, everything else was good. Just that one bit in the music. And like I said before, just a little higher on the voiceovers.
Okay.
But other than that, sound was great.
Can I go ahead and change that quick?
Yes, please. It will be a complete blackout when you leave. There's like some blue. We're taking that out. We're taking it out right now. Also, still can't hear you, Scooter. Just a little bit louder.
Yeah, okay.
But part of that was again the music. So, the shawl. Okay, we need to fix that. I don't know what we can do to make it easier, or just if there's any way we could signal up here to let them know you're ready, or just give it more time in general. Maybe don't fold it. Maybe stick it in here, like that, so you know where the ends are. I don't know. Whatever would work to get it on, because I think they're gonna give you a few seconds once you get back.
Lights,
there.
sorry.
Thank you, lights. That sounds great. Yeah. Don't worry about fixing it. Just throw it on as soon as possible. Also, Harper, on the very last fog, it looked great. Maybe just a little bit less of it. It was particularly congested over here, and I couldn't see Kobe at some points. But other than that, I really liked the fog at the end. It looks fantastic.
Okay, cool.
I think I had a question, I can't remember it. Oh, I'll figure it out. I think I had a question. Alright,
What's
sorry.
up?
I can't remember what my question was.
How is the hat bothering you?
It's not necessarily, only the last couple runs it started drooping.
Yeah.
Oh, my other thing though was that I'm fine for now, but I might need a different belt for the show. It was
Yes.
starting, my pants were starting to droop towards the end.
Okay, yes. I will get you a belt tomorrow.
I'm fine for tonight that I'm gonna fall down or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thinking ahead. But it's not bothering me, it's just, I don't know, the last couple nights it has been drooping a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been trying to keep it up, but
really adds up
it do be drooping.
It do be drooping.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a breakup right now. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's too hard. It's too hard, yeah.
I don't know why,
I
but
gotta,
like the scene 2 feels really like fast to me. I don't know if it's recently gotten faster. Maybe I'm just imagining it now that we're in here. But I think take it just a little bit slower with the lines. I don't know. I didn't time it.
Thank you,
Do
you're
I
doing
come back
great,
up from the
sweetie.
head while the light is still orange, or do I wait until it turns to blue?
I think you're the cue for the light to go. Blackout's fixed it. What? Yes, it is. The fuck out of that. Just came off my book.
Yeah, that's what I was
How's that for y'all? It looks great. Great as usual.
I feel like I'm getting worse.
Huh?
I felt like that run went fast for me.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, me too.
I mean, first time with tech besides Q to Q, so like.
I almost fell over. I should just not do that, probably.
And also we haven't been warming up before these. I'll make
Is
sure
that
to warm you up.
volume level there sound right?
That sounds great. Do a line. Go back there on the tree stuff and do a line.
In a certain Japanese village, there stood a great willow tree. For many generations, the people loved it. In the summer, it was
Yeah, that's
resting
good. That's good.
place.
That's good. Yeah, that volume's great.
It definitely got stuck in my hair as I was trying to take it out.
I'd say come back to me. We're gonna do it one more time, but just breathe.
Every
Just
time I
relax.
adjust it, it starts back
This
over.
is y'all have got it.
Why don't you do
We can meditate if we want. Do some starfishing while we're waiting for the next run.
I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is that too quiet there?
Nope.
bit louder on all the voiceovers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Particularly the prayers were at a good level. I think it's the like Hetero came to the village, those kind of things.
Yeah, I heard
Just
it.
a little bit louder. Oh, speaking of that too, Harper, the voiceover in scene 2.
Yeah.
Make sure it goes when like he's like getting up to go to the stump.
Yeah, my
was a little
mic cut out for a second.
No, no worries, no
Stop,
worries.
stop right now.
Appreciate all of you.
I'm gonna test the sound real quick.
Okay.
As Hetero approached the tree one evening, he saw a beautiful woman. He needs timber from every village, the people said. He asks for our most sacred trees. He needs timber from every village, the people said. He asks for our most sacred trees. We have no tree as large and beautiful as the willow. It will be our most sacred gift for the most sacred of all temples. It's done, Hetero.
Way cool. I knew it was. I was just like, I hate listening to myself when I have to do like pre-show announcements and stuff.
Yeah,
it's the worst.
I'm over here cringing.
Hearing
myself.
Leader in prayer.
After hearing of this devastating news, both Hetero and Hiko decided to make one final journey to the Great Willow to offer a final prayer to the city.
Yeah, make it match that really, really loud one, I think. They should all be around the same level, roughly.
Dear Willow.
like bass boosted. Like Crank it up.
Dear Willow, I come to you often and ask for a lot.
I don't.
Dear
The
Willow,
only thing is, I don't know what's gonna get feedback.
I come to you
Finally,
all.
like, what's
After hearing of this devastating news, both Hetero
louder on
and
that
Hiko
one?
decided to make one final journey to the Great Willow to offer a final
Okay,
prayer
that's all
to
the
the
way
sacred
up.
tree.
That's all the way up? Okay.
Is the trim down on it? There's two ways to adjust volume. There's audio level and then audio trim.
I'm in the audio level.
And that's all the way up?
Yeah.
What does audio trim say?
It's at the 0, 1, and 0.
Okay. And on the audio level, all three things are at all the way up?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay. I would love to do it one more time. I think we've got time. We can start within like the next minute. I think also, Harper, I'd say let sound cue A play just a little longer because it feels like we heard it for like 5 seconds. So it's like, oh, never mind. Type of thing. Give it like 10, 15 seconds. Really set the tone for the show with it, and then go into B. Okay. And B and the tree light should come on at the same time as well. Okay, I believe is what they said. Where did Xander go?
Had to go pee.
Okay. We're starting with Adam.
Yep.
All right. So places.
I'm gonna step out for this one. I think y'all will be fine.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Biff.
I'll be around.
Thank you. Right quick, could we just practice running that very first part, and then we'll start over and go from the top. Just the A into B with the light, and then we can.
Yep.
Cool. Thank you. So after Scooter and Kobe hold, we're just testing this one more time, and then we'll go into the run, okay? Heard. That's perfect. All right, we'll do it one more time and we'll run. Also, Scooter, you're back there, right?
Yes.
Can you move that gravestone over? I can see it. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, so run, and then at the end, if we have time and we don't have to run out of here, let's practice taking off the set, okay?
Cool.
All right, let's go.
迫る雲の上いつも一羽で飛んでいる鷹はきっと悲しかろう音も途絶えた風の中空を掴んだその翼休めることはできなくて心を何に例えよう
In a certain Japanese village, there stood a great willow tree. For many generations, the people loved it. In the summer, it was a resting place where the villagers might meet after the work and heat of the day were over, and there talk until the moonlight streamed through the branches. In winter, it was like a great half-opened umbrella, covered with sparkling snow. Hetero, a young farmer, lived quite near this tree, and he, more than any of his companions, had entered into a deep communion with the imposing willow. It was almost the first object he saw upon waking, and upon his return from work in the fields, he looked out eagerly for its familiar form. Some days, he would light candles beneath its branches and kneel down and pray. One day, an old man of the village came to Hetero and explained to him that the villagers were anxious to build a bridge over the river, and that they particularly wanted the great willow tree for timber.
For timber? My dear willow, for a bridge. One to bear the incessant patter of feet. It can't be. I love the willow. Please, I will give you money. Anything it takes to save this tree.
In the end, it was decided that Hetero would give the old man some of his own trees for timber in order to spare the ancient willow. The old man readily accepted this offer, and the willow tree continued to stand in the village as it had stood for so many years. After this, Hetero was more grateful than ever for the willow tree. He began to visit it every morning and every night. Many days, he stood beneath its branches and said prayers of thanks for all the gifts of this world, for his family, for the birds and the beasts, and most especially for this tree, which gave him such joy. Some days, he whispered his troubles to the willow tree. When he had finished, he felt healed. He was so certain that the willow understood. His devotion grew deeper as he grew older. One night, before bed, Hetero sent out a prayer.
powers that be, I pray that one day I may find a wife of my own, a wife who is beautiful, kind, and forgiving, a wife who listens and is always there for me, a wife just like my dear willow tree. Please, if she exists, send her to me.
As Hetero approached the tree one evening, he saw a beautiful woman standing in the place where he usually said his prayers. He walked up to her and bowed.
Dear lady, are you waiting for someone?
He will not come.
What kind of man is this who does not come to such a fair woman? It is a terrible thing when love is not returned.
No, but he does love me.
He does not come to you? Why is that?
His heart has always been here, under the willow tree.
And just like that, she disappeared. But the next night she came back, and once again they talked. They spoke of the loveliness of the spot, of peaceful night, the watchful stars. Night after night they spoke under the old willow tree. The woman's shyness had almost entirely disappeared. She could never hear too much of Hetero's praise of the willow under which they sat.
One night, he said to her,
Little one, will you be my wife? You who seem to come from the very tree itself.
yes, yes, I would be honored to be the wife of the kind Hetero. But please, call me Ego.
Ego, as in willow tree.
Ask no questions of me or my past. Just love me unconditionally, as you always have. Someday you will understand.
And so the young couple were married, and in due time they were blessed with a child, whom they called Kyoto. They were always smiling and laughing. So pleased were they by the gift of their love for each other.
Their lives were simple.
But they were the happiest people in all Japan.
the happy couple went about their respective duties, great news came to the village. The Emperor Toba wished to build a temple to Kwannon, the goddess of mercy, in Kyoto, and those in authority were sent far and wide for timber.
He needs timber from every village, the people said. He asks for our most sacred trees.
Hetsudo's heart contracted when he heard those words.
You must not cut down the willow tree. It is sacred to our village.
No matter how long and hard he argued, the elders of the village disagreed.
We have no tree as large and beautiful as the willow. It will be our most sacred gift for the most sacred of all temples. It's done, Hetero.
All Hetsudo's argument and persuasion and promise of other trees were ineffectual, for neither he nor anyone else could offer as large and handsome a tree as the great willow. Hetsudo went home and told his wife.
Oh, wife, they are about to cut down our dear willow tree. Before I met you, little one, I could not have borne parting ways from the willow. Having you, perhaps I shall get over it someday. Wife, since the tree means so much to our family, I think we should go. Bid it one final farewell together.
After hearing of this devastating news, both Hetero and Hiko decided to make one final journey to the Great Willow to offer a final prayer to the sacred tree.
Dear Willow, I come to you often and ask for a lot. I ask for peace and health for the community, for my wife, for my child, for everything. I come today not to ask for anything more, but to thank you. Thank you for all you've given me. You've given me a beautiful wife in Ashioto. You've given me my mother and my father back. You've given me a chance to sit beside them each and every day. For that, I am eternally grateful. Today, Willow, I pray for you. I pray that the powers that be watch over you. I pray that you stand tall and strong forever. That anyone who tries to hurt you or cut you down be shown your beauty and find grace. I don't have much in the ways of power, but I swear that for as long as I live, I will watch over you, as you have always done for me. Thank you.
Let's hold. We have 6 minutes. I really want to get the red light in and practice moving stuff off. So let's skip to whenever they're in bed.
And we adjusted
Okay, lovely. Thank you. Yeah. That was funny though. I was trying really hard not to laugh. Dear Willow. Bass boosted.
Alright, are we ready? Okay.
And really, really wait for that, like right when Scooter sits up, call that red cue.
Am I just screaming whenever?
We're
gonna do the sound cue.
That night, Hetero was aroused by a piercing cry and the sound of axes chopping at wood.
Hetano, it grows dark. The room is full of whispers. Are you there, Hetano? They are cutting down the willow tree. Look how its shadow trembles in the moonlight. I am the soul of the willow tree. The villagers are killing me. Oh, they cut and tear me to pieces. Dear Hetano, the pain, Put your hands here and here. Surely the blows cannot fall now.
What do you mean, my love? My willow wife? My willow wife?
Husband, I am going now. Such a love as ours cannot be cut down, however fierce the blows. I will wait for you in cheering. My hair is falling through the sky. My body is breaking.
There was a loud crash outside. The great willow tree lay gloomy and disheveled upon the ground.
Where are you, my ego? Where are you, my love? Where are you, my ego?
Alright, blast through the bells so we can practice getting off.
夕闇迫る雲の上いつ悲しかろうもと絶えた風の中空を掴んだその翼休めること
Grab it more from, yeah, get more of it, yeah.
心を何に例えよう鷹のようなこの心
After the red it stays off back here. If you want to just like, during that blackout, I don't know, you'll be able to tell when the blackout is. Just like come and leave the shit out. That way you don't have to worry about it after. Just off to the side. It's on a block.
Yeah, they do.
I waited a day. They just said like, sorry, I only got that. Let's worry about that first, and then get the stuff.
We good?
We're just on fire.
Everything.
Perfect. Yeah.
Let it burn.
That fog was absolutely perfect that time. Okay. Everything looks great. Do you need anything? Good morning. I can. Are we putting it backstage now? Or
We should, let's go ahead and keep it out of here because we want to have just group A here tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Or, does that make sense?
Shove it
So
all
we
in
can
the
switch out,
basket.
so just group A stuff should be back here for tomorrow night.
Alright.
Where's the stuff go?
Just off stage, wherever it can fit.
Okay, so for now we can go to the shop. Alright. We can go to the shop. Just like we'll start moving everything else that's not part of group A to the
okay,
shop.
then the tree as well.
Yeah, but that way we just start clearing this place. Otherwise, we're gonna move it all tomorrow. Is it your cube attached? Okay.
I mean, it's not attached to the actual, you only leave the cube
You leave the cube here, yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you leave the cube. That makes it a little bit easier to move.
Really out here trying.
Do I need the camera thing?
Okay, let's go.
Can you get the box?
I'll grab
Yeah.
the stuff too.
Oh, that box.
I feel like I have an idea, but I'm not.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Smoking in here. Oh, so y'all smoking in here? Okay. I'm mad I can't sit right here, but I feel like that's because you're right there.
No, I'm not right there. You can sit right there. I'm just gonna sit right here.
What? No, just for the height. I'm gonna be real. I'm not fucking with the ladder tonight, but
Yeah. Oh, you do have to be up there.
Yeah.
On the side. Yeah, it sucks, Rodney.
yep.
Sorry. I'm sitting up here. Miranda sat up here with me. You can sit right there.
I'll probably have the table. Throw my binder in my pool.
Oh, yeah. Smart.
Make this
There's just a bunch of shit.
sleep of nature.
Yeah.
Squeeze myself in here. If there's a fire, I'm just done for.
Wow. If there's a fire, you're just done for. Not the person who's.
I'm really trapped in here.
I love the fact that you were worried about you being trapped and I'm up there. I'm not.
You'll be fine, Rodney. You'll be fine.
Uh-huh.
Good practice that strip pole dive. Just come right down. You're going right down the pole there, man. You got it.
You said you'd be the best one. This is your time to prove yourself.
Yeah, you gotta get started, man.
Train up.
Train up.
I love the fact that y'all just gradually just saying, man, fuck it. You got this.
That's right.
You do, Rodney. Believe
I promise you,
yourself.
Rodney, I won't leave the room until you're out of here if the room's on fire. Okay?
Thank you, Viv.
There you go.
At least somebody's gonna say they're here
I'll
with me.
drag your dead body with me, but I won't leave until you're.
Never mind, Viv.
What?
Viv,
Never mind.
you lost me at the dead body.
Alright, sorry, we don't need to waste any more time. So, this is streaming live right now to Chloe Verhaalen's live stream. So after we're all done here, I'm going to close the stream down, which means y'all can go there and watch this again if you need to check out stuff. But it also means that everything you say is actually out there somewhere on the internet, so just be aware of stuff. Rodney, that goes for you too. You can watch this afterwards to kind of check on your timing for cues and all those kind of things, okay?
Gotcha.
Cool, thank you.
Would have been a great thing to know before we started the stripper conversation.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You really want to find this thing to look at. It's
Yes,
not like,
that's all of our.
yeah, you need subscribers,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
I think you're pretty much in charge of it. Because you're the one who has to deal with it.
Yeah.
So organize it however you think would be best. I don't want to tell you what to do because, you know.
Adam, what year are you?
I'm a junior, but I'm graduating next week. So this is, I'm kind of somewhere between a sophomore and a junior.
Yeah.
It's been opening up over there, like revealing everything. It should pull more the other way.
When did you come into Winthrop?
Not last fall, like a couple months ago. The last fall, like a year and a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So this is my second year at Winthrop.
Okay, word. Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know how I have not seen you before now.
I was in the 1X that first semester. You were the lighting designer then.
Adam, but one last one real quick.
Yeah?
So for that last Godfather death theme, the one that plays like right before like Waverly sniffs out Isaac's candle, is it supposed to be like the fade theme first and then like the loud, normal version of it?
Yeah,
Or-
it comes in quiet because she has that final line. and then after she says her final line, it goes up.
We're gonna test the sound real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait. Was I designing your show?
How's the sound?
All I know is when we were doing this like a year and a half ago, you were there.
Okay, word. So, cool.
I was in. I didn't want to Mastodon.
That got louder.
I didn't want to Mastodon.
You look nothing like you did then.
I lost a bunch of weight and I cut all my hair off.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
I've had people come back to me because I was fully like online in the fall, so I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And I've come back to campus after just a couple of months and have people like fully not recognize me.
Yeah,
I creeped out a couple of girls because I go and say hi and they think I'm like just like some strange dude. And I'm like, I've known you for years. No.
Dude, no. When yeah, now I see it. You do look different.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney, whenever you're ready, this is yours, man.
All right.
What was
I'm not. I'll set up. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to put stuff so far.
Yeah, I'm just about to ask, is everybody ready?
We have 3 blocks.
Yeah, because there's one out there. So there's the 2 gates. There is one out there, right? Yes.
In the nicest way.
Will that stuff be able to go out during intermission?
I would know.
This won't be the problem as much. There's still like the door from Group A and some other stuff from Group A that's back there.
And that'll be struck.
But so I'm just striking Group B because Group A starts fresh tomorrow. So instead of Group, you know what? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just moving extra stuff out right now.
Same. I'm really sleep deprived. I'm not gonna sleep after this because I'm going through it right now.
You got me just like sort of stuff.
Yeah, I have to get water. Sorry there.
Do you quick?
Huh?
Oh, for the.
Got it.
Are we practicing the transition or can I just bring the blocks out here?
We're gonna practice the transition.
Too, like, I was crying during the last one after for no reason.
Adam, you good down there?
Yeah, I'm good.
I really can't see, like I'm at a visual disadvantage right now.
I'll call out if something's wrong. My goal is to just let you guys run it, but if something goes horribly wrong with cues, I might have to stop you.
Alright. So I just want to ask this in general. Are we going to be in a blackout when they come on stage? Would they be in like a blackout?
The Q75 is a blackout.
Alright, so Q75 is the blackout.
Yes, and that'll be while they're doing the transition, and then once Waverly is front and center, lights can come up.
It'll be like, yeah, 76.
Yeah.
Got you.
There are more than one show that's using blue, so that one is not us.
This is the bed.
That's the bed. Right?
I'm missing a block. Too.
Yeah, it's part of the transition.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna run the transition from the last show into this one. So this is how the last show ends with that block there.
Which does it matter which camera I look at?
The one with the blue tripod is the only one we're using.
Okay.
I'll get the other one struck later.
So you want to go ahead and just start with like the like wherever the lights and sounds are for like the end of the last show?
Yeah.
Well, the last show should have their bows. Do y'all have pre-show music for yours? Is there kind of introductory music at all for yours, or transitional music?
Yeah. So there's gonna be blouse. I guess would Q75 be the blackout after the bows?
Yes.
So as Q75 goes, you can start, or well, once it's blacked out, then you can start our music during this scene change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Got you.
Cool.
Just let me know when y'all ready.
beside you over there?
No, it's not.
What about it?
Also,
It's got a
is that how you open it?
This one, if it will be open at the end if it's all the way center. So kind of got to live with it being all the way center.
Right. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, the camera.
Does the ankle come up?
No.
No, it pretty much cuts off at the end of the risers and the bombs.
Where do you see me? Do you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It cuts
Yes.
off at the end of the right.
I can see half of you,
Right, so right here.
and yeah, I can just see your, barely see your butt.
Woo!
So sad.
All right. Are we good now?
Yes.
All right. So, all right. So, can we start with the transition for?
You tell them in the overhead set.
I know. I'm just speaking very loudly right now. My bad.
Okay, cool, yeah.
All right. So, please stand by. Thank you, stand by.
Yeah, as soon as these lights are out, you guys should start the transition.
Sorry, can we hold?
What's up?
Where was the spike tape for this specific? Because
Yeah, it's multiple shows or something.
this was it now? Okay. Is there like white spike tape anywhere?
White.
Yeah.
Good catch.
I feel a white dot to it is all.
Yes.
Yeah, blue spike tape under blue lights is not easy to see. Probably could have chosen something better.
Miranda, in the last show, she was writing notes, and it was a red pen, and a red light came on, and she looked down to write notes, and she couldn't see anything. Because it was red pen.
I just realized that I'm not gonna be able to am I gonna be able to see back there to change?
Where are you changing?
Just behind the curtain.
Nope. You can over there toward the corner. Like,
Thank you.
Step back, see what you need. Like, where are you changing that? Where are you trying to
Do you think once the lights are on?
Light back here. A little bit more light. You have the that one.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah, there was light blue. That wasn't even white. It just looked white under blue light.
It works. I can
Yeah.
see it.
That's enough. Oh, we do have white. We just have none left.
It's getting like a tiny light or something. Cause I just throw this off and I'm not gonna be able to find it.
I mean, fair enough. It's black. And just so you know, we're definitely not going to get 2 runs through. I think that was ambitious. So just keep in mind we're just doing 1. So don't stress about that.
Everyone's doing great. Y'all got this.
Thanks, Rod.
You got this too, Rod.
I'm trying. Even you. I'm emotionally falling apart, and it's okay. I felt that.
I am not okay.
I'm glad we can all share a common sense of despair.
I'm glad we're.
Oh no, I just learned how to be casual with my depression and everything else, and because it's not going to change anything. I just learned to live. That sounds sad saying it out loud.
I have this stuff for you. You gotta say it out loud.
It's good to have a sense of humor as long as you can be serious when you need to be serious.
Exactly.
Magic.
Adam, you know I am. So Adam, let me ask, do you want to run back from the beginning with the transitions all from the last show? Or do you want to just go ahead and keep everything and just start from the blackout as it is?
Let's just start from the blackout as is.
Okay.
So for the final scene with the tray, what's all on there? Because I know it's like the candles, and then the like small one, the real candle.
The short real candle, the really tall real candle, all the fake candles, and the little thing of water.
Okay, the really tall real candle. What does that look like exactly?
That is on the skinny brown candlestick that's kind of tall. It's the only candlestick that has a candle glued into it. Well, all the candlesticks. Well,
Let's go look. Yeah. Go show.
Yeah.
So Rodney,
Yes, sir.
add to your to-do list to make a pre-show checklist.
Gotcha.
You can have a list of everything that you know that's got to be set up and done before your show can start, right?
All right.
So that there's not a chance you're like, oh, I feel like there's something I'm missing. What is it? You've got it on the list already, so you know what you got to check. That make sense?
Got you.
Thank you.
I will do that on my phone. That will never leave me.
Good deal.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Where are we starting from?
We're gonna start from the blackout, with you just going ahead and be out here, everything as is.
Okay.
All right. So actors ready?
Yes.
All right. Lights and sound, stand by. Let's go.
A poor man had 12 children and was forced to work night and day to give them even bread. When therefore the 13th came into the world, he knew not what to do in his trouble, but ran away and resolved to asking the first person whom he met to be godfather.
I need to sit only for a moment, just to rest my leg.
I suppose I can help if I must.
What?
You're struggling with all those children. I can hardly blame you. 13 is a lot. Well, a lot for you. I have billions.
Who are you?
Who do you think?
You are, I don't know.
Really? Magically appearing in a forest, dressed in white. You really are helpless.
Wait a minute, Dor. Are you God?
If that's what you like, it's not incorrect. That's how most people from around here refer to me as.
No. Why are you here? Why can I see you?
Ugh, humans always have so many questions. I should have known this was a mistake.
No, but wait, please. You said you could help. I can barely feed my kids.
You're looking for a godfather for your newborn son. How did I know? I know everything. Get used to that. Well, what better godfather than God the Father? I will hold your child at his christening. I will take charge of him and make him happy on this earth.
You want to be my child's godfather? Why?
I don't know. I'm
bored. Seems like the right thing to do. I haven't dealt with your kind in a while, and I guess I should get involved.
No.
No?
You said it yourself. You don't deal with us. You give to the rich and leave the poor to starve. I'm not ready to put my child in the hands of a God who does not care for their creations.
I don't make offers like this very often. I suggest you take the help. You certainly need it.
If you want to help improve our harvest, if you want to help make my money go further, fill my children's bellies, you have all the power in the universe. You don't need to be Godfather to help me.
Things are not so simple.
They are for you. I thought you made the rules. I'll figure it out on my own.
I suggest
I said I'll figure it out on my own.
You're making a mistake.
You made a mistake when you gave 13 children to a man who can't even feed them. I'm trying to work with what I have, but you haven't given me much, have you? Here, right there. Oh, now I'm back where I started. What am I going to do?
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
Oh, so, you think you can just change your clothes and that will convince me?
Change my clothes. What are you talking? Oh, you must have met the other guy. Humans often struggle to tell us apart.
Wait, then who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am... What is it that people are calling me these days? The Fallen? Satan?
Lucifer? The devil!
Sure, if that's what you'd like.
Why are you here? What do you want with me?
Relax. I just want to be the godfather of the fleshy little monster you call a child. Choose me, and I will give him all the gold and all the joys in the world as well.
I don't want you as godfather. You deceive people. You lead them astray.
Has it ever occurred to you that I'm trying to be nice? Alright, you got me. I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
You may give out riches, but you always want something in return.
Fine, fine. We'll find someone else. Best of luck and all that. Try not to starve.
God, the devil, am I going crazy? What is even happening? Oh, great. Another one. Who is it this time, huh? Who are you? Who are you?
Settle down. You're wasting your breath. You only get so many of those, you know?
I asked you a question.
He thinks he can make demands.
Who are you?
Take me as godfather.
Tell me who you are.
I am death. I make all equal.
Yes, 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 that's it. You're the right one. You take from the rich as well as the poor without distinction. You shall be godfather.
I will make your child rich and famous. He who has me for a friend can lack nothing.
Oh, next Sunday is the christening. Be there at the right time.
I'll be there. I'm everywhere. Again. When the boy had grown up, he went out one day to explore the forest. His godfather appeared to grant him his gift. It's been a long time. It's good to see you.
what, son? You're my godfather. Dad says you left after the christening and never helped out.
I apologize for my absence. I don't have much to offer to children. You had to be of age before I could give you your gift. I promised your father I'd make you rich and famous. I never said when.
Wait, rich and famous?
Did your father ever tell you how I came to be your godfather?
Oh, yeah. He told me that crazy story about gods and devils, but he never told me the truth.
That was the truth, son. But he turned them down. He didn't want his child in the hands of those who judge human life. He was wise in that way.
Wait, then, who does that make you?
I am death. All are equal in my eyes.
All right, look, just hand me the money and be on your way.
I don't have any money, but I can help you earn more than you could have ever imagined. You will be a celebrated physician.
A physician? You mean a doctor? Wouldn't that make you, death, my enemy?
I don't claim everyone whose paths cross with mine. Most people meet me more than once in their lifetime. Let me show you something.
What is it?
This plant can cure any ailment that strikes you, but not without its limitations. When you are called to a patient, I will always be there. I'm at the head of the bed. You may tell the patient that they will be healed. Let them smell this flower and they can recover from anything.
It's that easy?
But not without its limitations. Isn't that what I said? If I am at the foot of the bed, I have already claimed them. Tell them that all remedies are in vain and that no physician in the world can save them. Beware of using the flower against my will. It won't fare well with you.
No, but telling people that they're going to die? How is that supposed to make me rich and famous?
No, you're telling people that they're going to live. Most of the diseases people die from are trivial. I claim so many before their time has truly come, and I want to put a stop to it.
Why am I supposed to believe you? About any of this?
Try it, and find out. It was not long before the youth was the most famous physician in the whole world. He could only look at a patient and knew their condition at once, and if they would recover or must die. From far and wide, people sent for him when they had anyone ill, and gave him so much money that he soon became a rich man. Soon the king became ill, and the physician was summoned to see if recovery were possible. But when it came to the king's bed, I was at his feet.
No. Damn it! king would have paid more than anyone else. I need that money.
What have you done?
You... Look! We were about to make more money than we ever have before. What did you want me to do?
We? That money isn't mine. I don't have any use for it. I give you one rule to follow and you overreach me.
I didn't. You were at the head of the bed.
You already have enough money for the rest of your life. You don't need it.
I wanted it.
But I need him. Do you have any idea what could happen to a kingdom if it's run by a man who should be dead? Of course you don't. Why did I think it was a good idea to give away a piece of my power? You don't know what you're doing with it.
I've managed well so far.
Have you? You're my godson. I'll pardon it once. But if you ever venture like that again, it will cost you your neck. I'll take you away myself. No longer would the physician and I travel together after that. I still met the doctor at every patient's bed, but he was no longer family to me. Soon the king's daughter fell into a severe illness. She was his only child, and it was rumored that he wept till he lost the sight of his eyes. He made known that whoever rescued her would inherit the crown and become her husband. But when the physician came to the sick girl's bed, he saw death at her feet. He should have remembered his godfather's warning, but he was so infatuated with the great beauty of the king's daughter and becoming her husband that he flung all thought to the winds. You only thought about your pride. I warned you about what would happen.
Oh, wait.
Wait for what? You don't get to wait any longer. Your time is up.
She would have been my wife. I would have been king.
And that would have made you happy?
Yes.
Would that have been enough for you?
No, please don't do this.
Why should I obey you? You don't obey my wishes.
Just let me have this. I won't take any more from you.
Why should I believe you? You take and take and take, and for what?
That's true.
You won't be satisfied. You don't get the privilege of playing your fate. Not when it's just to line your pockets and get some princess in your bed. Do you want a wife you've never met? You think about what you want in this moment, but you can't consider the future. Your actions have consequences beyond whether or not you get paid. You're playing with life and death.
No, never again. I won't betray you.
You had your chance.
No!
They got a lot of scene changing to do here, so I don't think that's a good idea. I would like that, but I think it's people.
Where is this place? Where am I?
Oh, you won't find it on a map. You're in my domain now.
No, we were just at the princess's sick bed and... How did we get here?
I don't owe you any answers. You won't be able to ask questions much longer anyways.
What? Are you going to burn me with that candle stub?
Look. These are the lights of men's lives. The tall ones belong to children. The half-sized ones to married people in their prime. And the short ones belong to old people. But young folk likewise often have a tiny candle.
Which one is mine?
Behold.
No, seriously, come on. No, please! Light a new one! I want to enjoy my life. I want to be king!
I cannot. There are rules about these things.
Please, do something, anything! For me, your only godson, please.
I gave this candle to you at your christening all those years ago. I've never been able to witness a life as it is lived. Yours was the first.
Thank you. You didn't mind it.
It's a shame you had to
What are you
waste
doing?
it with your greed.
Stop! Gee.
Freaking candles look awesome, and that last light view looks awesome as well.
Yes.
I was able to catch a peek of it off a little screen right here from an angle, and it looks so beautiful.
I know.
That light made everything. I was like, whoa.
I know.
Like, just it in the like, just it in an entire blackout, and then just having the lights cut with it. It was,
You know, this is really good.
Thank you.
Like,
I took a butt ton of notes, because this is kind of my last chance to talk with you guys about this in person. Here.
Rip us to shreds.
Is there any kind of tech stuff they need to do? Like, do you transitions we want to look at again? Anything y'all need to do tech-wise that we want to look at?
I would say we should look at the...
Ronnie, is there anything you want to go over again?
How much time do we have?
nothing really. I do want to ask this though. So for the death scenes, like at the beginning where they're in the forest, do you want the, did we talk about having the curtain up for it?
Yes, I had a note for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skim through right here and see if there's tech stuff.
Yeah, save it before you shut it down tonight.
I don't have no notes other than that.
Just what you saying before the end of the night. Make sure you save it.
Yeah, of course. Just want to make sure. I don't want to
I have a couple of things
You don't.
about the scene changes. The scene change into the christening was really slow. Did something go wrong, or is it just like that? If that's just the way it has to be, then
I mean,
that's okay.
I can meet him halfway and get the tray.
I think
part of that was just me not being able to find the curtain.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can help.
So where's the tray set when you grab it? Is it set right behind the curtain?
No, not directly behind. There's like acting blocks back here. Or like a rectangle back here. That's where I had it set.
Yeah, I would set it much closer because there's no reason for you to travel all the way over there. Right?
Thank you, Isaac.
You bring one back here.
Are you in charge of
Yes.
this? How do
Right,
you
so that's
say
when you
turn
bring and drop off back here.
Makota does it.
That thing's set
Oh,
right
yeah,
beside
okay.
it.
Whatever.
So that you drop it off, you grab that, and you head back out. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay.
And also the scene change out of the christening. It looked like people were standing around and not knowing what they were supposed to do.
Yes, because I don't know who takes this, so I just took it and like put it over there. Because we couldn't move these until this was gone. Something like that, right?
So now you take it.
Okay.
There you go.
Done.
That's decided.
And then they can move the blocks and I'll come back and put it down.
I forgot this real quick. Dakota, Thank you for like also letting queuing me too, like when everything's ready too. I forgot to tell you that too, but you already did it. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Like I'm really gonna be depending on you when I can go ahead and call the scene. So.
See, you can't say that. That's right.
Okay, not
no, like I know, but just
Everything rides on the toilet.
don't do that.
It's a tighter
just like make sure, like hey, we're ready. That's all I need to do.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you, man.
All right, I have 2 more quick tech notes, and then the rest of the stuff is between after the event. Nakota, please be careful with noise backstage.
Yeah.
And also, as soon as the lights are out for a blackout, you should be on stage. I don't think the scene changes are taking too long. I think they're just starting late.
Can I come from up here now?
Yeah, sure.
Y'all gonna run again? We don't have time.
We don't have time. No, I'm just gonna go over these notes with these guys. But the rest of you guys, I know you probably have to be here, but the rest of you guys can shut down and.
Megan, you have to save all that?
Yeah, hit the save button. Right?
Great. Yep. Just save it and then just shut it down.
From the main power.
Yeah. Well, shut down the computer like you would shut down a computer.
Okay.
And then then you can click on power after it shuts down completely. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Be sure you bring your headsets down and put the batteries back in the battery charger. Yeah? Everybody? Cool?
Yeah.
And Sandy, you're going to take care of shutting down the lights?
Yeah.
You alright? So, Caleb and Sandy shut down the lights.
Yeah,
and stuff
like,
and all.
as soon as I was
And do you know how to shut down the lights?
I have a list that tells me. So
Great. Good
I
deal.
could if I needed
It's
to.
literally just.
No. Oh, you gotta shut it down.
Oh,
But you said take the battery packs out of the.
You take the battery out of the put it back in.
Put it on the charger.
You gotta, it's like a computer. You gotta tell it to shut itself down. That's how you turn it on.
No,
Want us to
this shuts
pack
it
up
down.
and then we
It does, but like it's just the same way that if you,
Okay.
if
Yeah,
you
let's
grab
pack
your
up and then
computer and
do
just
this.
turn it off, and it doesn't like that.
Got it. Okay.
Right? You gotta go through, there's a shutdown option on here. Power on device.
Okay.
This is okay.
Well, that is good to know.
Yeah, yes. Nope, it'll do it, all that stuff, just like you do on a computer, right?
Why is that you need to do that versus? Well, okay, I guess you did say it's like that.
It's
but-
like, the same reason you don't just pop your computer off. You go through a shutdown sequence on it, so that it closes all the programs down in order and turns stuff over. Otherwise, does that make sense? It's,
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It's the same kind of thing. You
Yeah.
can power it on by pushing the button,
Yeah.
right? That's what happens, but then you just shut it down. Yeah, it should be, see, it'll just take a second to everything to shut itself down, right? Okay, cool. Powering it on is just pushing the button, just like on a computer,
Yeah.
right? That's what this is, it's a computer.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay.
And keep in mind.
So I'm gonna stop the stream.